Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in Arkansas. Just got back from a vacation with the wife. We went down to Key West for a couple days. Not really my cup of tea, but we had fun. We got to do some iguana hunting. We got to do some snorkeling. It was a pretty good time. But the whole time we're driving around, you see all the lobster traps. They do a lot of lobstering down there in Key West. That opens up in like a month or so. It wasn't open now. I don't know when it opens up. So the whole time we were down there on the flight back, I was thinking about lobster traps and trapping, that kind of deal. And I was like, I'm gonna make a crawdad trap. I'm gonna have the boys or me go try to catch a fish later to bait it with, so we can try to see if we can catch some crawdads. We're gonna start out with something like this. I got a bunch of willows on my place. I'm gonna cut me a few sticks about this size. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of these main sticks to make the basket itself, the actual cage itself. Then use these more narrow strips after I knock all the leaves off. Start weaving those in between to make the actual basket itself. To make the cage, the trap, and that's what we're gonna do. Got some number 36 bank line here. I'm clustering these together here. I'm gonna do an arbor knot on this side. I'm gonna clove hitch this right back through here. All right, so I cut that down to make it a little more user friendly. This is probably about 30 inches overall. I'm gonna start opening this up and start weaving some grass in between this to give it that round structure. Then when I get closer to the edge, I'll kind of tie this up just for for stability purposes while I'm working on it. But I'm gonna try to make it probably about this wide, big enough for a couple different crawdads to get into, narrowing it down to a final point so they can't get out. All right, this is my thought process. I got my sticks here together, and I have a bigger ring, a medium ring, and a smaller ring. I'm gonna work them down all the way down here, expand these out, and then start weaving branches in between each one. All right, we're gonna end up with something like this. We got some rings, bigger, medium, smaller, and now I'm gonna take some of those branches, start trying to weave them through here, let them come out through these bottoms here in different directions. Maybe I have to tie all those together later on, depending on how tight I can get them. But that's plenty big enough. Okay, so I've been at this for about an hour and a half, and this is what I've got, right? It's still pretty big. I still fit my whole fist right through here. Comes all the way back to my other hand here. So it's a pretty good size. I don't know if it'll be, if you can see anything down in there, maybe how that will appear on the camera. But now I'm going to take the rest of this. I have a bunch of this willow leaves left, and I'm starting just cramming these and all the little gaps, every little thing. That way, nothing can get out. That's the whole point of catching something. And then my two boys, my two boys were supposed to be catching me a fish. I have no idea where they're at because we were going to use the fish for baiting the trap. So now I'm gonna have to go do that too, apparently. But I'm gonna camo this up, fill in all these gaps, try to go catch a fish, and then we'll be ready to bait this thing and go put it in the creek. So here we go. Now I shoved a lot more towards the rear of this because that's where I want the bait to go. So I worked those down on the inside as well. That way they have to come through the front. I try to keep the front as open as possible. I've ripped out, don't look very good on camera, does it? But you can see there's open space. Now you can see this horizontal bar here. I put a couple of horizontal bars up and down, and they're just sticks I just wedged in there I can pull out, so when I go to dump the trap out or put bait in. But I'm going to put a couple more of those in there to make it more narrow on the front, so if once they get in, They can't just walk right back out. I want them to be kind of trapped in there. So right now I'm going to take a break from this. I'm going to try to go catch a fish so we can bait the trap, so we can get it to work for us, because, you know, I'd like to have some crawdads by the end of the day. So found my son's fishing pole where he's supposed to be, so see if we can't get us a brim or a bass or something real quick. Well, I now know why my son gave up on fishing, because the fish aren't biting. So we're going to go to plan B. I'm going to go up in the kitchen, see what we got. We may have some bacon or some chicken or something like that, just so we can put our trap in the water, see what happens. So I got this big bend in the creek here. This is about 2 or 3 foot deep. I've already seen some crawdads in it. I've already seen some little fish go through there. I couldn't find any chicken or bacon, but I found a hot dog and bologna. So we'll see what, I don't know if that'll work or not. We're gonna see what happens. But I'm just gonna shove this in the very back of the trap as far as I can, submerge this out there, give it a couple hours, and we'll come check it. Make sure my cage is the way I want it to face. I got a big rock. All right, give it a couple more hours. All right, so it's been about 3 to 4 hours. Both my boys were really excited to come check the trap. You can see it's still together here. See the opening there, right? I pulled out the toggles that let me reach in there. 2 of them were just like stuck right there at the door. The other ones were stuck in the back, but I got 3 in the 3 hours or so that it's been out, which, hey, I'm gonna count that as a W, because now I can eat these. I can use them for fishing bait. I can use them to bait traps with, whatever. So really handy. And again, I made this in an hour. If I made, you know, 2 or 3 more of them, put them further down the creek, I'd have a pretty sustainable, you know, at least for bait. And of course, I could eat them if I wanted to. Visit ArkansasSurvival.com. Check out our upcoming courses. And again, thanks for watching.